everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Shelby.
And thank you so much for joining us today. Over the last several weeks, we've been talking all about friendships and relationships.
We've talked about having not awkward conversations, figuring out if you can trust someone, and the destructive tendencies of selfishness. I'm
really excited about this week because while the last episode that we had was talking about the relationship ender, this week we're talking about 3 things that you can do in all your friendships, your dating relationships, whatever the relationship is, to make it last. And they are built on doing these 3 things really well.
And if you can add these 3 things to your friendships or your dating relationships, it'll help them to be healthier and to last a whole lot longer. And these come from the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 13, where we learn what it means to truly care about and love each other well.
Friendships that last really practice acting out of love for the other person. And so the first thing that you should know about friendships that last is that love is patient, which means friendships that last are patient with one another.
So John, do you mean not flipping out or yelling when someone makes a small mistake?
You bring on the ring. Stop yourself. Keep on smiling.
I said over easy!
Or driving off because they took too long to get ready? Because I can hardly wait for videos to buffer on my phone on YouTube.
Well, it does mean those things, for sure, but it also means something a little bit bigger. To say it in a really fancy way, it means that you're willing to endure hardship with the other person. Sometimes that hardship is an inconvenience to your schedule.
And all 3 of these things, and all 3 of these things, and all of these things.
Say it differently. Say different words.
What is different than these things?
All of these.
All of these. Apparently I can't say 2 T words together. Fun fact. And all of these things come directly from the Bible, from 1 Corinthians 13. Apparently any T today is not happening. And all of these things, they come And these come directly from the Apostle Paul in 1 Corinthians 13, where we learn what it means to
catching frogs in the throat. Or your desire to do something else rather than the thing that person wants to do. Sometimes it means having uncomfortable conversations. Sometimes it's waiting for the other person to get emotionally healthy after they've just gone through a bad breakup. Or just simply being with them as they go through a difficult time in their life.
Being patient means that you're willing to endure difficult stretches in a friendship or a relationship, so long as it's not dangerous or harmful to your safety. The second thing that makes friendships last is kindness.
Yeah, so share that last Oreo and say please.
And that is part of it, but being kind is really about being considerate. It means that you think about how your words and your actions are going to influence the other person.
I like to call this tact. Learn what is off limits to make jokes about to the other person. When you first met me, how old did you think I was?
Met you, John?
Yes.
I met you over video. I would have said 19.
I knew he had graduated college, so like 22, 23.
19.
Oh boy.
Late 20s.
Probably about 20.
If there's someone that is really self-conscious about the way they look or how they view their body, then don't make jokes about their appearance. Honestly, don't make those jokes anyway. But still be extra cautious, be extra careful in the way that you talked about something that the other person is sensitive about.
This is a pretty difficult skill to master. But what it boils down to is just being aware and thinking about the way the things that we say and we do are going to affect the people around us.
The third thing that you can do to help your friendships be friendships that last is avoid pride at all costs.
Now, there's a difference between being proud of the things you've done and being a proud person. The two biggest struggles of a proud person are being willing to listen to others when they notice something about you that you should probably work on. And the second is being willing to realize when you're wrong about something and owning up to it.
In my experience, after any argument, there is always something that you can apologize for. And the person who apologizes first is typically the one that's acting like a better friend.
Well, those are three things that can help make your friendships and your relationships last, and we hope that they've been helpful for you.
Right now, if you're finding our videos helpful, we hope that you'll do two things. Subscribe to our channel so that you get all the videos that we upload, and then share this link with a friend. We believe everyone that hears these helpful things will have better relationships and be set up to have friendships that really do last.
Difficult stretches.
Like the flamingo, the touching your toes, the arm behind the back, which you just can't get. Difficult stretches. Different stretch.
I dropped out of gymnastics because I couldn't do any of that.
You were in
Got
gymnastics?
both of them that time. I was terrible.
Mm.
I've tried everything. I'm awful at everything. Athletic.
Yes.
I wonder if I actually had a lisp as a kid. Did I struggle with some words?
Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah.
What you said.
Boom.